You did fine, okay.
And if you don't want to be videoed, let us know now.
Are you kidding me? You can video, me 5 or 6 times. I love it.
I forgot to announce, if you do not wish to be videotaped for YouTube, tell us before you start reading and we'll turn it off.
I always like to start with never read a how-to book. Between Whitman's Leaves of Grass, Great Poems of the World, and Charles Bukowski's Notes of a Dirty Old Man were how to read poetry, how to write poetry, and how to present poetry. Obscene titles, totally obscene titles. I started to grab the books and stomp on the covers. However, that was not acceptable for my age and station in life. May I tell you something? May I tell you something? Never read a how-to book. Go deep into your soul, cry inside your heart, feel the rhythm of your joy and anger, then hurl your message to that friend or stranger who is much lonelier than you and who has read far too many how-to books. I've been up in Abingdon, Virginia lately. So I'm going to read a few poems from that area. It's one, if you know that, it's along the Creeper Trail. And if you've been down in Southwest Virginia, it's not too far from Boone, North Carolina. So I finished cardiac rehab on Friday, and then on Sunday I was out camping and on the Creeper Trail. But this is called Senior Picnic. He passed me on the sidewalk, blonde, blue eyes, and a body hardened by work on the farm. As he turned, I asked, "Senior picnic today?" "Yes," he replied, "free food, swimming, and no classes. It's a great day." "What will you do after graduation?" He paused as if waiting for directions and said, "I guess I'll go to the Marines. I signed the papers yesterday." His face appeared brave, but the eyes asked, "What should I do, mister? What should I do?" This is market day in a small town, and we have market day in many places on a Saturday now, but this happened to me one day in Abingdon, Virginia, one Saturday. Market day. Two teenage brothers, homeschooled, Amish-looking, arrange and rearrange their organic vegetables and fruit, pretending that the gray-haired stranger does not exist, and wishing he would move so they could better view the full-figured woman who sells the organic dog biscuits. This is one I wrote about, you write poems in your mind, and we write poems in our hearts every day, but we're often afraid to share them. This one I wrote riding along the Creeper Trail one afternoon. Not a sound. My Irish grandfather would go to an old truck, open the broken latch, take out a silver framed picture of my father and ask, "Where is that boy? Why doesn't he come home?" There was no answer. There was no answer. Not a sound. Today, riding the Creeper Trail from Alvarado, I cross the Holston River Bridge, see a wood duck flying upstream, hear her calling for her mate. "Where are you? Where are you?" There is no answer. There is no answer. Not a sound. This little... I'll read this for my friend Tony tonight. It's called Wild Bill. You know, many people immigrated, well, we all immigrated from somewhere, and many people have come now from Mexico and all over the world, but years ago my people came from the mountains and they came down here to work in the tobacco factories, and this is called Wild Bill, and to drive trucks and so on. It's about my brother-in-law. Wild Bill. He came to the city of tobacco with a teenage bride and the soul of a mountain boy from the Blue Ridge. For 35 years, he drove an 18-wheeler, smoked, drank, and loved his wife and family. Retired with nothing left in his bank account, abandoned by the Teamsters Union, Lou Gehrig's disease came calling one winter, and by spring he was in intensive care. I patted his shoulder and said, "Hang in there, Bill." And his reply, "I give it a good shot and I ain't going to make it. Could you put on some George Jones? My wife, 2 AA buddies, and I stroked his shoulders. Wild Bill took 3 shallow breaths. The heart monitor flatlined, and George Jones sang, "He stopped loving her today."